Well, Lois, let's go over some of the facts in regards to diabetes. And we have a graphic here to illustrate those. 1 in 7 people, or 14%, have diabetes. That's actually a big number.
Enormous.
1 in 7.
Enormous.
Is that something that we have seen increase, or?
Oh, it's definitely increasing. Type 2 is definitely increasing from primarily lifestyle. But even type 1, which I know our segment is on type 2, but even type 1 diabetes, which is an autoimmune disease,
right,
which sort of can happen at any time to anybody, even that's increasing. So something weird is going on, and it's got to be environmental in addition to genetic.
Right, and we also know 21% have diabetes, with obesity, as obesity being one of the risk factors. 12% have diabetes and are overweight, and 6% have diabetes at normal or underweight. Anything from these numbers stands out to you?
Yeah, well, there's a big difference between 6% versus 21%. That's number one. So definitely being overweight adds risk to someone who is genetically predisposed. But the other piece, the 6%, what you see from that is that not everybody who's thin or of normal weight is actually exempt from developing diabetes, because it's a genetic disease.
Now, in terms of the connection between being overweight and obese with type 2 diabetes, it's normal? It's very common?
Very common.
Why
Very
is
common.
that?
So it's a very interesting thing that happens when a cell, so if you have a normal sized cell, let's say like this, and you allow it to get very, very big, the receptivity of that cell to circulating insulin is literally diminished. So we stretched out the cell and got it so big that if there were 10 receptor sites, which I'm just making up numbers, all of a sudden when it got so big, there's now only 5. So a person technically could have the same amount of insulin being produced as the person who's not obese or overweight, but is less receptive to the insulin that's actually being produced. So therein lies that really strong connection between obesity and diabetes.